from Ohio Street Beach. I want you to let me know how my sound is out there. What's up, Finn Bear? What's up, MB? All 11 of you so far. I'll wait for everyone to trickle in. AJ, Rip City. What's going on, dude? Hanover, Publis. Oh, we're getting everyone piling in now. We got 20, 50. Keep on coming, guys. I'm here on Ohio Street Beach in Chicago right now. Just wanted to celebrate our successful launch of PulseChain. I mean, how much better could you ask for? Shit. Sound is funny, huh? Let's see. How about this? What if I go a little closer? What if I just, what if I hold it? How about that? How's my sound right now, everybody? Is that working out? Sounds like hot garbage. Pulsators, all right. Jimmy Light, Hexaconner for life. Well, I was hoping this would be a good stream. And, you know, I hope you guys can all hear my voice. I hope it's not total bullshit. They're playing some real shit music in the background. And I sound like a robot, huh? Let's see. Let me go change my settings one time. Let me go to settings, audio, automatically adjust mic volume. How about now? How about the mic now, everybody? Maybe the background noise is ruining it. Well, I was hoping to get a nice quiet stream right on the beautiful beach here. Hopefully it's all better. Thank you guys for tuning in. All 45 right now. A couple of people probably left because of the sound. Big Gunner D, what's going on? Anthropos. Yeah, I bought a tripod, but I guess the tripod's not working out so well. Guys, what a great fucking day to be alive. This is, woke up to a nice 20% candle today after a successful PulseChain launch. The bear flag just flipped over, and that's what it was. It was another bear flag. We've seen it time and time again, so everyone complaining about 50% down, 50%, like, that happens over and over in crypto, guys. Over and over in crypto. Schwa says, in no way does it look like you've been partying like a newfound wealth has entered your life. Yeah, well, it's a beautiful day, and I figured I would want to share that with you. Chicago doesn't have a whole lot of beautiful days. You know, we get summer 3 months of the year. It's the best city in the world, and the other 9 months, it's kind of garbage. So, T-Raj says, increase the reverb on the mic. Finbear says, sound 5 out of 5. Yeah, I'm on my iPhone right now, so I'm just going to keep going until we lose, basically until I lose battery. So I tried to plug in an external mic, and I guess that didn't work out so well. You know, still figuring all this out, but I want to be a traveling one-man podcast. Mic volumes are good, a bit low volume, but still clear. I'll try to be loud. There's a helicopter right above me. You know, it's like Chicago, Miami Vice over here. But yeah, it's a great time to be alive, guys. Hex was just at all-time highs about 2 weeks ago. We saw a nice little trail off on the price, and I hope you all got what you wanted. So let me know in the comments, did you all get what you wanted out of the PulseChain launch? How do I know the launch was a success? Well, good question. I would say because hopefully, well, we did a poll on Twitter earlier of did you think you played your cards right when it comes to the PulseChain launch? And 90% of you said yeah. So maybe 11% of you said no, but you know, for me, I'm pretty happy with where I ended up, and I'm sure a lot of you are pretty happy with where you ended up too. If you have any questions about it, if you're new here, go ahead and ask me anything. This is going to be a quick stream, but ask me anything about PulseChain, about, you know, the future of Pulse or whatever. But it was a success because we raised about $700 million in coins, right? That's no joke, guys. $700 million in total value was sacrificed across maybe 20 different coins. You know, Zcash, Dogecoin. Obviously, most of it was from Hex, but a big chunk was from USDC, big chunk was from DAI. You know, a lot of stable coins in there. And the more that's sacrificed, the more successful PulseChain can be, because that's basically what's going to be funding things like liquidity pools and things like liquidity mining and different smart contracts and things that need to happen when Pulse actually launches. So, yeah, Pavalaba says, your area looking nice. Yeah, for now, dude, for now. See, Crypto, thank you for the beer, man. Thank you for the $10. I'm probably going to use that for a literal beer. So thanks, dude. I appreciate it. Thought it was like 15 billion. Oh, yeah, Kevin, I was talking in US dollars. Yeah, in terms of Hex, yeah, billions of Hex was sacrificed, but I'm not really particularly counting the origin address sacrificing. So for those that didn't know, the origin address sacrificed just yesterday. We saw hundreds of millions of hex come in to the sacrifice chamber, and we have reason to believe, nobody's really holding that much liquid hex other than the origin address. So you can think of that as the founder, basically, ensuring that he has the position to, basically ensure the security of the chain for a long period of time. So I'm sure there was like billions of dollars theoretically on the final day, but I'm really only counting, the non-OA type addresses. And out of that, 13 billion, sure. But out of, the real people, let's call it, I'd say it's about 700 million, maybe, between Sense Foundation, Staker.app. Let's not forget that Staker.app has a lot of uncalculated sacrifices. And then, of course, the whole entire 16-day sacrifice period. So, yeah. Swearworks says, I'm happy with my sack. I'm happy with it, too. I did a little bit on day 1, a little on day 5. And I did the rest on the very final day, but I only a very small amount on the final day. So, listen, guys, no one's going to do this thing perfectly, all right? No one's going to, you can't beat yourself up because you didn't time the exact top or, play it the exact right way. The amount of people that did that is probably nobody. Probably nobody, right? I mean, yeah, we all wish we would have sacrificed when hex hit 22 cents, but, hex hit 22 cents for like a couple of, maybe half an hour, maybe less than half an hour. So unless you were by your computer during that half hour, it's probably not, you can't play it perfectly, guys. So I know a lot of us are perfectionists. I can be kind of a perfectionist sometimes too, but let's be happy with what we got. And let's realize that we're at the ground floor of a brand new token with literally only upwards potential. Guys, if you're new here, PulseChain's a fork of Ethereum. It's taking all the good things about Ethereum, building on its back, building on the shoulders of giants, and inheriting a lot of the security principles and all the properties that have been tried and tested and true for over 5 years now in Ethereum. I think 6 or 7 years now. And we're adding to it. We're adding a new consensus algorithm, proof of stake, kind of a delegated proof of stake. And it's just going to be better all around. PulseChain sacrifice phase was awesome. I timed it just like I wanted. Good for you, Metallic Elmo. Obviously, yeah, I wish I went in harder when we peaked at 22 cents, but I got in my best sacrifice. I got in at 16 cents. So I'm going to say I'm pretty happy with that. Right, pretty happy with that. Great day to hang out. Great to hang out the other day, mate. You and your gang knows how to party. Oh, yeah, this guy. My friend Tom came over to Chicago for Lollapalooza, was able to give me a free ticket. And that's just the power of the community, right, guys? I mean, I'm eternally grateful to that dude. It was awesome hanging out, Tom, and let's do it again sometime. Maybe take it to a Cubs game or something next time. But, yeah, I had a great time. It's funny. A lot of people on Twitter, they send me just marketing messages and spam and everything. And I almost didn't even read Tom's message because I'm so used to just getting spam. And for some reason, I just clicked on it. And this guy says, hey, I'm working Miley Cyrus backstage. Do you want to come? Do you want to come? I got an extra ticket. And I said, hell yeah, I want an extra ticket. So, the power of the community, guys. I was able to get a free Lollapalooza ticket. That's one of the biggest festivals in America, if anybody doesn't know. Tiago, I'm at Ohio Street Beach right now, just, chilling. Figured I'd do a live stream with a little bit of a view. Let's see. A little bit of a view. And just celebrate with you all about the successful launch phase. And we're only just getting started, right, guys? We're only just getting started because what's wrong with my profile pic? Do I look like somebody else? Maybe I should change that. Marty says, I did it perfectly. Yeah, right, Marty. I don't believe you. Did you get it right at the 22 cents? Huddle Dog's in the house. What is up, dude? See Crypto says day 1 sack. Mud Dog said, oh, day 1? Nice, dude. I actually, it took every ounce of my strength not to do day 1, but I did like a little bit on like the end of, either the beginning of day 2, I think, maybe end of day 1. I can't really remember. And then day 5. And then the final day. Crafty Hacks, I'm at Ohio Street Beach in Chicago. Mud Dog says, Hex, oh yeah. Metallic Ammo says, so technically PulseChain is the biggest crypto launch ever. I'm not quite sure, dude. I think other projects have actually, raised more technically than PulseChain. Like I think EOS might have raised like 4 billion or something like that. And if we don't count the origin address, that's kind of it's kind of cheap to count the origin address because it's like, the same entity giving money to him or herself. But I'd say, PulseChain could potentially be the second or third biggest launch in terms of money raised. But in terms of how successful it's actually going to be, I think it's going to be 10 times more successful than EOS and what was the other one? FEI. There's some BS coin called FEI, and they raised a lot of money too. But again, they didn't go anywhere because a lot of these coins out here, a lot of these projects are actual hot garbage, and they promise you the world and they don't deliver, right? So for those of you that are just tuning in, that are new to crypto, PulseChain works right now. The code is live on GitLab right now. If you got a lot of people are like, oh, well, how do we know we're going to get our coins? You can look at the code on GitLab right now. And you can start experimenting with it right now if you know code. The testnet is going to be coming in less than a week, I would guess. Probably less than a week. And you'll be able to experiment on the testnet. But like everything, right? Like all software, we need a testing phase. We need to get on it, test it, debug it, find all the issues, fix all the issues. Software is hard, right? And you want to do it slowly, and you want to make sure you're safe and you're protecting people from bugs. So while we do have the code ready to go, and potentially we could launch it, Richard Hart could press the button and launch it, we really want to be careful. We really want to make sure that the devs get it perfect, right? We want them to get it perfect. Huddle Dog says, hope you got a nice ranking for yourself, dude. I do. I did. But unfortunately, my final sacrifice wasn't part of the ranking because I sacrificed at the final 3 days. I sacrificed on the final day. So I would have had a better ranking, but I didn't. So can't beat myself up over that, though. There's no point in regretting anything because, again, we're all on the ground floor of something brand new. Brand new. And, guys, it's harder to get any lower than 0, right? So I'm not promising or guaranteeing anything. I don't have a crystal ball. I don't know what the price is going to do. But I'm pretty pumped about when this actually launches in, let's say, 2 months, 3 months, and we all get the Pulse tokens credited to our MetaMask or wherever you sacrifice from. When you receive your Pulse tokens, I'm sure you're not going to be too disappointed, right? Especially if you wait a little bit, right? Now, there are still going to be some people, mind you, there's going to be some people out there that are short-term opportunists that really don't know how to hold anything for longer than a month. These really short attention span people. And it is possible if you sell right away, there might be a tiny little dip when PulseChain launches. There might be a little dip, and if you're really a paper hand pleb soy boy, you might lose a little bit. But if you have a time horizon longer than 1 month, I think you're going to be okay, right? So my non-financial advice to everyone is just let's calm down, chill, stake it till you make it, wait for PulseChain to be done right, and then when it does launch, let's not expect to be a millionaire overnight, okay? Because that doesn't happen in crypto. In crypto, you really make money by buying and holding and just not touching it. And unfortunately, that's the most boring advice that nobody wants to hear is, yeah, you buy it and you don't do anything, all right? You just buy it and hold it. Like, hodling was the entire premise of Bitcoin's marketing campaign, right? And we're basically taking hodling to a whole new level, right? We're redefining what hodling means, and we're making hodling more fun because we have a crypto that pays us interest, that is trustless, that actually has a gamification built into it, great community, really cool app, gostaker.com. And we've got so much more going. It's younger than Bitcoin. There's so much more meat on the bone, so much more opportunity. So again, back to my original point, it's not sexy, it's not glamorous, but if you buy and you hold the right tokens, if you buy right and you hold tight, you're going to do just fine in crypto, guys. You're going to do just fine. But again, I want to kind of, for the new people, right, I want to preface this with, you're going to have to wait a couple of months for PulseChain to actually be launched. And I personally think this is a good buying opportunity for Hex right now, because let's not forget, all of your ERC20s are going to be copied onto the Pulse network. And guys, what do you think is the number one crypto that's going to be used first and foremost on PulseChain? It's going to be Hex, guys, because the Hex community has been with Richard Hart this whole time. I bet some other coins are going to come over too. You never know who's going to come over and build on PulseChain. We're definitely going to have new projects. I've seen a lot of new projects coming up. I don't want to name their names yet because I don't really know what any of them do yet. But we're going to have a lot of people building new stuff on Pulse. But you're going to have new stuff and old stuff. And then you're going to have Hex, right? So the old ERC20s are going to get copied over it's really a free-for-all when it comes to that. But the old hex, if you buy hex now, if you stake hex now, it's going to be copied over too. And that's pretty clear to me that that's going to be the one with the most adoption, with the most attention around it, because it's really just been hexagons kind of pushing this whole PulseChain coin in terms of marketing. And yeah, even though PulseChain is coin agnostic, hexagons are going to be the primary users, right? Telegamma question: will people call PulseChain a scam because of the OA move? I think it's a good thing, but some people don't see that. I think that's a good question. I think people are gonna have to come face to face with this again, with the whole idea of centralized ownership. I think that compared to Hex, the PulseChain OA, whatever you want to call it, the big holder, the founder's reward for PulseChain, whatever you want to call it, is going to hold less in terms of a percentage. It's going to hold less than relative to Hex. And I think a lot of people are going to have to ask themselves, why am I so triggered by a founder reward? Do I really think that the founder is going to dump on my head? Or do I think that incentives are aligned? Like in my last video, the OA video, about incentives being aligned because the whales have the highest incentive to hold long term and see the project be successful. I think once that concept clicks for people, they're totally fine with the entire OA move. And there's going to be more people okay with it than we're okay with it in Hex. But, there's still going to be that point of contention. I haven't heard a lot yet. I haven't heard a lot of hate or anything yet. But, guys, we've been through this before, so we know all the rebuttals, right? We know all the bullet points. We know exactly how to explain to people that centralized ownership works well, especially in the early days of a product. You want centralized ownership because tragedy of the commons happens. If you try to give an equal amount of coin to everybody in the system, if you really try to do that, guys, you're going to have, everyone's going to be like, where can I sell? And they're going to dump the price because no individual has the ability to see the long-term vision, right? I've talked about this before, but Metalligamo, that's really a good point. It's not even a question. It's a good point because we're going to have to get ready for a new wave of haters, but something tells me they're not going to be as strong this time around. They're running out of gas. They're running out of fumes, and you can only hate something so much before it becomes a real revolution. Schwa says, I missed the poll, but I know I didn't play my cards right. LOL. I sacked day 5 and then 17. Yeah, me too, Schwa. I sacked day 5 and then what was 17 the last day? I sacked day 5 and then the last day. Thought I was delaying gratifications, but it turns out I was a pleb and wasn't heeding RH's advice. I wouldn't say that, man. I sacked day 5 and 17. I don't feel like a pleb at all. Granted, I did get in a couple hours before the dump on day 5, so I got in at 16 cents rather than 12 cents or 11 cents. But don't beat yourself up, man. I think you're going to be okay. I think we're all, anybody that even knew about the sacrifice phase, think about what an advantage you're at compared to everybody else, right? Compared to the millions of people that don't even know about this, you got in at the ground floor. So whether or not you made, a couple thousand more sacrifice, got a couple 10,000 more sacrifice points than somebody else, it's all going to seem like nothing in the long run, right? When this thing goes and does a 10x, 100x, 1000x, you're going to forget all about, missing out on a couple tens of thousands of sacrifice points. So, yeah, I wouldn't beat yourself up. I did day 5 and I did day 17 too. So, Robert Stutton's, I made it to top 1400. Nice. Boom. Happy, proud to be Hexaking. Proud thanks to Hex the King. Nice. Kevin Vert, I'm not happy with my stack. It itches a lot. Hey, man, you might want to get that checked out, bro. Twin Fam, where do you think the perfect place to be within the sacrifice day was? Top 1,000, top 5,000? Well, I checked the entire list, guys. I checked the entire list of sacrificers, and it turns out there were about, I want to say 45,000. I don't know. I downloaded the CSV. You can download the CSV on pulselead.xyz. You can get the exact number of people. But if you're in the top 1,000 out of 40,000, think about that. What's 1,000 over 40,000? I mean, you're in the top 1 out of 40 of all people. You're in the top 1 or 2% of all people. So even if you're in the top 5,000, that would be, let me try to do the quick math right here. You'd probably be in the top 10%. So I think top 5,000 would be great. Even if you put like $500 in to the PulseChain, I mean, don't ask yourself about where you're placed within the ranking, right? Ask yourself how much money you want to get. Ask yourself, like, what are your financial goals? And if it's like, this is what I did when Hex came out, right? I was like, well, if Hex ever goes to $1, how much money would I like to get? How much money would be enough money for me personally? And I was just envisioning in my head, oh, maybe Hex will be $1 one day, and then I'll have X million dollars, and it'll be awesome. I think you should do the same thing with Pulse. Let's kind of imagine that Pulse does a 1,000x from here, and that's being conservative. Okay, that's being very conservative. I don't think it's about ranking. Basically, I think if you put in $500 and you multiply 500 times 1,000, that's 5,000, 50,000, $50,000, right? So if you're happy with $50,000, that could be enough to pay off a lot of that could be enough to pay off a mortgage, to pay for college, whatever. But again, if you put in $10,000 and you multiply that by 1,000, that's $10 million, right? So it's like orders of magnitude more. So I wouldn't worry about the ranking. I'd worry more about your personal financial goal, taking what you put in and just multiplying it by, again, 1,000 is being conservative, right? This could go even higher than that. Let's face it, we're all going to win big time. It's going to be great. Yeah, thank you, Crypto 303. Let's not overthink it, right? Because I was doing that for a while too. From day 1 through 5, I was staring at the screen and I was waiting for it to go up, waiting for it to go down. And at one point I realized, I was just like, this shit's not worth it. It's not really good for my mental health to be like checking the screen constantly like a rat. And just, eventually sometime after day 5, I was like, I'm done watching this. Whatever happens, happens. Let the chips fall to where they may. And Crypto Black Sheep, thank you for the 420, brother. It was good to see you in Vegas, man. Very good to see a lot of you all in Vegas. Very, very cool. Very, very cool. Holy shit, I missed a lot of questions. Get a Chicago dog on me. Oh, Marty, thank you, dude. $1. Chicago dogs cost a little bit more these days. Just kidding, Marty. Love you, bro. Robert Stutton's. Oh, sorry. I'm a little early now. Marty, thank you again. Mark Reeves, I really am happy with my sack. 100% on day 3. Holy shit. Mark Reeves, you just won the PulseChain lottery there. You probably got a better deal than me, Mark. Manscaped? What are we talking about? Audio is rough. I'm sorry, dude. I'm going to end this one pretty soon, but just wanted to congratulate you all on your newfound opportunity at gains. Do you know of the utility of Pulse token? Dude, do you know anything about PulseChain? Do you know of the utility of Pulse? It's a clone of Ethereum, dude. It's going to make the fees way cheaper, and it's going to take load off of Ethereum, and it's going to be a brand new start. It's basically a scaling solution and a new platform for Hex to run on and for anything that wants to run. It's a solution for anyone that's priced out of Ethereum, right? If your dApp costs too much on layer 1 Ethereum, well, layer 2 is kind of not that great in terms of UX, right? But dude, read PulseChain.com before you ask about the utility of Pulse token. Just read the bullet points, It's doable, but not good. I'm sorry, PMV. I'm sorry. Hexicans are dope. That's right, A. William Forrest Funk says, whoop. Hell yeah. You get the chance to show Hex and Pulse to Miley. Dude, I wish, man. God, I wish I met Miley Cyrus. It's the love of my life right there. Gio says, I went in decent on Sacrifice. I would just like to know utility of Pulse token. Yeah, I mean, like I said, Gio, read PulseChain.com. It's all right there. I mean, it's cheaper, faster transactions because Ethereum's too expensive, and it's a place to host Hex on, to have Hex running smoothly in its own infrastructure and its own kind of walled garden, you could say. So there's more to it, but just read, Samka MG Tao says, so Hex was sacrificed, yet the price stayed the same. Too funny. What do you mean? The price has been volatile as hell. That doesn't make any sense. Over the past 2 weeks, the price has been super volatile. Mike is perfect now, mate. Thank you, Francisco. Bad audio is better than nothing. Yeah, I hate having bad audio, though. Definitely one word of advice is audio is more important than video. I'll say that. Audio is definitely more important than video. Today I chose having a cool video instead of audio, and I got to figure that shit out. Does the sand make crackling? No, it's pretty shit sand. Actually, in Chicago, the sand is all artificial. They bring it over on trucks here, and they just dump it on the beaches because Lake Michigan, every year, it kind of, the way it flows, it actually takes sand out of these beaches and kind of moves it to the other side of the lake. And if you don't know Lake Michigan, it's like one of the Great Lakes, right? So it's a giant lake, really huge lake. And so every year they bring more sand here from across the other side of the lake, and they just dump it here so that we in Chicago can have our fun. So it's kind of it's basically a beach. You know, this beach right here is not even a real beach. It's more shrimp farmer. That's right, shrimp farmer. 1 day sack. EOS was a year launch. Yep, EOS was a year. That's actually what the Hex launch was modeled off of. You gave money to yourself too. That's how it works. What? Okay. Play some volleyball? No way, man. You don't want to see me play volleyball. Beautiful view with a beautiful song. You guys can hear all that? That's cool. Testnet is so crucial. People's patience is just a side note. Yeah. People's patience is really what's going to keep them from their gains. If you're not patient in crypto, you're not going to get the gains. That's how the game works. It's literally how the game is played. So, it's not trading. Trading is very short-term thinking, and most traders lose, right? But everybody out here wants to sell you on their trading courses or their get rich quick, get rich overnight, check out my new indicator type of thing. Don't do it, guys. Way more than 700, I think 1.2 billion for the Hex. Okay, well, PMV, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it was 1.2 billion US dollar value before the Hex OA. I was kind of going by Pulse Lead.xyz, but I could be wrong. Sack every day, heavy first 5 days, and DCA in the last days as well. Hey, nice job, Huddle Dog. Sounds like we kind of did something similar. Don't say 3 months. Yeah. Well, let's be optimistic and say 2 months, right? But guys, I'm just trying to be realistic too. I said this with the PulseChain sacrifice phase. I said, I'm pretty sure there's going to be a delay. And what do you know? There was a delay, right? So I'm not trying to say, and 3 months versus 2 months, in the grand scheme of things, I think we're going to be okay. But I kind of have a little bit of a technical mindset too. And the reason I'm okay with 3 months is because I want this thing to be done right. I don't want there to be any bugs. I don't want there to be anything wrong with PulseChain when it comes out, because we've all got a lot of money in there, guys. We don't want this thing to fuck up. So if there are delays, think of that as an additional safety net, right? Because we know that Richard Hart's taking his time, and the developers, his 3 developers, are taking their time to make sure this is all done right. We are doing all well as long as you have no weak hands. Yeah, true that, dude. The OA's performance was gorgeous. Yeah, it was pretty badass, huh? Hi, Coffee OMG. I'm jealous. Come on over, Archie. Let's hang out. Smash the like, D-Gens. Hell yeah, dude. Smash the like on Discord Syndicate and Crypto Coffee channel as well. Like, subscribe if you can, and we'll come up with more content and better audio next time. Jester the Legend. Part of my plan is to keep the money on the side to DCA even after launch. This point right here is something I want to talk about. Even if there's a 90% dip in the start, then I will start loading up. So this point right here is super important. I want to talk about this point. I actually have a stake coming out in about a month that's good size, and I'm gonna save it liquid because what I might do is I might sell it for more pulse if I see that there's a really big spike in P-Hex and then pulse is dumping or whatever. I'm going to keep my eye on the P-Hex pulse ratio, right? The P-Hex pulse pair. And if I see a good buying opportunity on either if P-Hex dips a lot, like 90%, or if PLS dips 90%, hell, even if it dips 80%, right? Even if it only dips 80%, even 70%, I love buying any dip over 50%. So whenever there's a dip over 50%, I get excited. I get excited and I say, oh shit, like, do I have any extra money laying around? Lately, I haven't had any extra dry powder, but it's going to be fun with P-Hex and PLS because I will have more dry powder for whichever one is up and whichever one's down. I'm going to try to arbitrage the difference, right? It's going to be a fun game. I sacked 21 cents, maybe not much, but man, it was worth it. Crypto J, I know for a fact you sacked more than 21 cents. Come on. Hex your life up. Wow, Crypto J didn't think. Oh, wait. Oh, you meant you sacked at 21 cents. I thought you were trying to say you sacked 21 cents total. That is, that's amazing, Crypto J. That's amazing. That is good. Okay, you Crypto J won. Hold on a second. Oh. All right, guys. You know, my phone is fucking up right now. I might have to get going. Hold on 1 second. Okay. Yeah, guys. I am gonna have to get going. Hi, Charlie Farmer, or hi, Hex Farmer. Hi, Dollar Cost. Hi, Guy. Hi, Justin F. Hi, Huddle Dog. Hi, Anon. Hi, Archie. Hi, Wally Saurus. Hi, Benny Bills. Hi, Michael D. And everybody, I'm gonna have to get going, but thank you all 200 of you for watching. And sorry, this internet is really not doing so great, but I will talk to you all very soon. Happy for you, well done. Sound not too bad. It's okay for a live stream from the beach. Thank you. Crypto Coffee, can you do a day one public testnet bid from a beachside cabana? I will do my best, Chua. I will do my best. I think I might do beach streams more often. Archie S, blah, blah, blah. Get yourself a little lav mic for like $40. Yeah, I tried to do a USB mic then and plug it into my phone, but apparently it didn't work. Let's get this money, baby. Coffee. Super Hex. How you doing, Super Hex? Great meeting you at Vegas. What is the value of E-Hex when P-Hex come out? That's the big question. All right, I'll leave you with this final point, guys. I think E-Hex is going to do a slow bleed out, and P-Hex is going to rocket and blast off. Is basically what I think. I'd be happy to be wrong about that and have both be expensive, but that's what I think about E-Hex. Slow bleed out, and P-Hex becomes popular and dominant over time. I never have to sell a woman's shoes again. I love Hex. All right, cool, Al Bundy. Let's see. All right, guys. I'm gonna hop off. All you beautiful people, congratulations, and thank you for the donations. I'm gonna grab myself a beer, and we will talk very, very soon. Bye, guys.